Most people have heard of the pricing low and hold strategy. A lot of people think that they understand it, but few actually do. And the ones who get it wrong, whether they're selling or they're buying, they pay for that gap in a real way. My name is Amy Flowers, and the Flowers team has been ranked #1 in Milton since 2009. We have used this strategy many times over the years in all different types of market. And today I'm going to go over exactly how it works, when it works, and what it costs if it goes wrong. Here's what the price low and hold strategy actually is. You price your home significantly below market value, not slightly below. It has to be obviously below. Then you set an offer date. Right now, that's typically about a week out. Buyers come through, demand builds. On offer night, you review everything. The goal is not to sell your home at that low list price. The goal is to use that price as a tool. You're manufacturing urgency. You're concentrating buyer attention into a single window and letting that competition do the work for you. Here's what most people get wrong. They assume that this strategy works anytime, on any property, in any market. That assumption is wrong. And it can be expensive. Knowing when to use it and when not to, that requires real experience and an honest read of the conditions that are constantly changing. This is not a formula, it's a judgment call. In early 26, we're seeing this work well for properties under $1 million in Milton. I want to be clear, this is not a permanent state. Market conditions, they shift, and this strategy will not always produce the results. But right now, in this window, conditions have aligned for the right properties. We've had 70 to 100 buyer groups come through a single property in 1 week. Other listings in that same price range, at the same time, they're getting a fraction of that. Some were barely getting any showings at all. That contrast tells you everything. The buyers are there. They're just being selective about what earns their attention. What this also revealed was something significant. There is real pent-up demand sitting in this market. Buyers who have been waiting, watching, hesitating, but they moved when the right property showed up at the right time. The honest truth about 2026 is that buyer confidence is not fully back. About 80% of the offers that we're seeing when using this strategy, they're coming in significantly under market value. Most of those buyers either didn't understand what they're competing in, or their agent hasn't explained it to them. So what needs to be true in order for this to work? I want to be clear. What I'm about to tell you are only some of the factors. Every situation is different, and there are many more variables at play. This is not a checklist, it's a starting point. First, buyer tolerance. Buyers in your price range, they need to be actively competing, not burnt out or sitting on the sidelines. When buyers get tired of losing, they walk away from offer night listings entirely. Second is presentation. The home has to show exceptionally well, staged, photographed, move-in ready. We've seen 100 groups walk through a very well-presented home. A poorly presented home rarely gets that chance. Third is inventory. If there's too much competition for similar listings, buyers have alternatives, and the urgency, it disappears. Fourth is pricing accuracy. The listing price needs to be clearly below market value. In Milton, that typically means over $100,000 below the estimated market value. If the gap is not obvious, the buyers will likely think that this is what these sellers are expecting. Fifth is the search band alignment. If you've got $1 million home and you price it at $599, the buyers who can actually afford and win it, they'll never see your listing. Let me give you 2 real examples from Milton. The first, seller came to us after 8 months on the market with another brokerage. We saw the opportunity to use the price low and hold strategy, but he was hesitant, and understandably. After 10 days with us using the traditional approach, we still didn't have any offers. So then he decided, okay, we'll try it. We set a week-long offer window. On offer night, we had 9 offers on the table. The home sold exactly at market value, not below, not above. The second seller had a busy household. They were a young family with children. They didn't want weeks of unpredictable showing requests disrupting their family. We ran a price low and hold strategy again for about a week, and we had over 100 groups come through. On offer night, we had 31 offers. The home sold at the higher part of the range. They were thrilled. They left us one of the best reviews we've ever received. Over 3,000 Milton families have trusted us with decisions like this. If you're a buyer, this section is for you. Walking into an offer date situation without understanding what's happening can be one of the most frustrating experiences in real estate. You see a list price, you think that's what the home is worth. You make an offer based on that number. Then you find out that 30 other people also offered and the home sold for significantly more. It's not your fault. It's a failure of information. Some buyers in Milton right now are working with agents that are genuinely unfamiliar with this market. Some are from out of town and maybe they're helping a family member. Some have not seen the multiple offer situation in years and they're caught completely off guard. By the time they figure out what's happening, the offer date has passed and their buyer has lost again. A buyer who works with an agent who actually knows this market goes into an offer date knowing the real value of the home, not the listing price, the real value, and makes decisions based on facts. If you're a seller trying to decide if this strategy is right for your home, there is no simple yes or no. There are many factors beyond what I've already covered. And the most important question is whether your agent knows how to execute this correctly. Done wrong, this strategy doesn't just underperform, it can cost you real money. If you're a buyer who's tired of losing and wants to actually understand what you're competing against, we can help you with that too. Start with a free home evaluation at flowersteam.ca or just reach out. We're happy to have an honest conversation about what is actually happening in today's market.